You ready for this?
I am. I'm kind of excited. You know, it's been kind of a strange deal. It seems like we started in the beginning of August with the trip and everything, but we gave our guys enough time off that I think we're really not only ready, but I think the players are excited to start.
Tom, I talked with Trice. I spent some time with him this summer, and he said the moment that it hit him that life had changed was when he wanted a Gatorade and walked into Speedway. And he goes, "Did you know they're $3.38?" And I said, "What?" And he goes, "I would grab 5, 6, 7, 8 of them every day." And he said, "I wish I could go back and tell the guys, even I've been gone a month, appreciate it." Do you ever zero in and bring those guys back and talk about that to make the guys appreciate the moments like right now when it starts?
You know, I had Derek Nix with me for 2 weeks, just up till yesterday, and he's flying to Poland as we speak right now, and you know, he's been through some ups and downs as he always does, and it was interesting to sit down with him at my house at nights and just talk to him about those kind of things. And what I really realize is we do a very poor job, you know, of really explaining what a scholarship is like or what you get in college, because there are so many things that people don't know about, you know, medical expenses, this and that. But when Travis Trice says something as small as Gatorade, you know, when you start paying for it out of your pocket, you know, you look at it a different way. And so that is an interesting comment from him, but I tell him every day, the real world, I won't tell you what I say, but the real world.
So Nick stayed with you?
Yeah. Yeah,
Fruits and
me and
veggies,
Nick's. Yeah,
eating well?
Yeah, exactly.
He ate 10 chicken wings when I was with him.
Yeah, I know, but 10 chicken wings isn't bad. That's just a snack. So I think he lost about 17
Yeah, he looks
pounds,
good.
and he doesn't look great, but he's coming.
Looked better than I did, so who am I talking about?
When you,
How do
I won't
you
go there.
How do you like your team going in?
You know, I like him. I have some question marks. One is at the power forward as far as what we can do with Marv being out right now, too. It deepens it a little more. But I think we got good guard play, and I think, you know, Tom's improved, and those other guys have really improved a lot. I think Zell, Aaron, and Bryn is, you know, really improved. So I like that there. We're starting to see Javon Best starting to play better and better. We played at the 3, we can play at the 4 some, so he's a little smaller. And our centers have all gotten better. It's whether, you know, we can play those 2 bigs together some, because we're going to have to some early. I think the positive of the negative is Didi and Gavin and Matt are going to get more work together as 4 and 5 men by necessity, just because of the injuries. But that might help us in the long run.
in the past, Tom, you've had guys that you needed to step up. Now with so many, it's almost like a hockey team, especially when Marv gets back. Are there some guys that you can go to and say, listen, if you don't step up, you're going to get passed by? Does that help a little bit?
You know, I think it does, but it's got to be handled right. You know, competition is great. Everybody talks about it, but this day and age where everybody's so entitled, it's more difficult. I mean, it's, you know, some people will tell you, ask Mike Krzyzewski, you know, I mean, they'll tell you that, you know, having 5 or 6 is sometimes better. I don't feel that way personally, because, you know, we do have some depth, but it's not like we got 6 McDonald's All-American or 10 McDonald's All-Americans sitting here. But we've got some guys that have grown into it. We've got some depth, and we've got, you know, we've already had an injury or two. You know, you look at a football team, and last year they have no injuries, and this year they've had some significant injuries. You know, you never know when those years hit, and I think you got to be prepared for it. But I do think you got to work harder as a coach when you got more depth to kind of explain to them. You know, everybody's always crazy about what's gone on in Kentucky. Maybe one thing that went on good was they, you know, they got guys to play 20 minutes a game and not be upset about it. And so I don't know where that'll take us, but I do like your thing about competition, because if people don't, they get what they deserve, you know. And like we always say, we don't determine the playing time, you do. That sounds a little crazy. Trust me, in meetings, it's the truth.
What about the motivation? You're coming off a Final Four. Obviously, this team didn't win a Big Ten or anything like that, but what was the mentality with these guys like this offseason?
Well, we're really trying to take this to another level. That's the whole mentality. That's the mantra of the year. You know, let's take it to another level, because we have gotten to Final Fours. We've gotten to 5 Final Fours since we won it in 2000. That's in, what, 15 years? But we haven't won another one. So that's one reason for motivation, and I think our league's going to even be better when you look at top to bottom, and with Maryland up there, Indiana so high up there right now, there's a lot of good teams up there, and so I think we have motivation to finish higher, and football motivates me. You know, if we can both have great years at the same time and build this athletic department into something that's incredible. I think that's motivation for our own players. You know, a lot of them went down to the Western Michigan game. They support them. So I got a lot of reasons to be motivated. None more than nice to get to a Final Four. Be nicer to win a national championship.
So it's reach higher, just like football, right?
What?
Reach higher, just like football, huh?
Retire?
Reach higher.
Oh, reach
That's
higher.
That's their
I'm
MO,
sorry.
right?
My hearing's going. No, reach higher. Yeah, reach higher. Take it to another level, whatever you want to say. But I do think that is what we got to do. And, you know, there might be some kids satisfied if there are. I haven't seen them in my practices, and I've had enough of them now. So that's what makes me excited. Austin Thornton comes back, and Thomas Kelly, and all they talked about is, can't believe how much time those guys spend in here. We have guys, I don't know if it's a new building or what it is, but guys have spent a lot of time and improved free throw shooting. I mean, that's been an all summer pain in my tail because we shot so poorly last year. So that would be one area that we want to take a significant jump in, and I think we will.
Is the Izzo energy meter any different on day one now than it was 21 years ago?
I think it's higher right now. I don't know why. I just feel great. I don't know if it's the whole atmosphere around here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my comfort level or where I'm at and how good I feel about it. But right now I have a high meter. You know, I don't know if I starting to appreciate life more and the opportunities I have. Whatever the reason is, really doesn't matter. I think this team has a chance to keep getting better. You know, we're going to have to navigate through the bombs of those first, you know, 4 or 5 weeks, especially because there's a lot of big games early that, you know, we probably won't have a full deck there. But I think this team's got a chance to get better, and they got better from beginning of the summer to the end of the summer. They got better over in the trip to Italy. And I think, you know, I'm looking forward to today's practice, see if we have the energy. They've had a lot of energy, and they've had a lot of extra work, and now we got to put that together.
Tom, have you named captains yet?
Yeah, it's Tom, Matt, and of course, Zell.
Not a lot of sophomore captains.
They all, that was voted on this time. You know, every year I do it a little differently, to be honest with you, and they all got a lot of votes, but, you know, Zell got every vote on the team. And I only say that because he should be the, you know, the main man as far as a guy that's got to lead and play. And that goes with pressure, but that goes with a rank, and they gave him the rank.
So was that all player voting? That was
Yes,
all player voting?
yes.
What
Was
is it
such-
like, Tom, that you got one of those?
Well, I think that just speaks volumes of what kind of kid he is. Not even what kind of player he is. I just think he's an infectious kid. He's infectious in how he works. He's infectious, you know. It's still 6:30 every day. You know, you think that'll wear off. Austin Thornton goes, I just can't believe those two guys come in every morning, you know. And he's, I think they voted because they appreciate that and they realize that he is infectious. And that's what a captain should be, one that drags others with him.
How does that Izzo trip going, you guys, with Mark's injury, and in terms also, you mentioned Nick, knowing now what you got with Costello and
Yeah, I think it helps us a lot. Schilling really improved over there. I think it helps us a lot because we're already ahead a little bit, so we could take a little time off. We didn't push it as hard in the preseason stuff because, you know, we knew some of the things we had, and I'm hoping it'll be a long season in a good way. So the trip helped us. It helped us as a team, and it helped us as a basketball team, as people and as a team.
What kind of zones and zone presses are being installed today?
We are working on a 2-3 zone today. First day, I want you to know that. I thought that would excite you. Tell your counterpart, Larry Lage, that there's not been a lot of work on presses yet, and probably will remain that way the rest of my career. But we are working on it, you know, and I told my staff, so here's what you guys, especially you, Joe, you can just keep getting on my staff about it, because I told them, you hold me accountable to working on it every day some. If you don't, I'm gonna come after you guys at the end, because I have a tendency to drift off on that. I don't want to drift off on it. But we will be, rest assured, a 90-some% man-to-man team still, and hopefully take some of those principles.
Have you gotten Judd's permission on all this yet?
I got to call Judd today on the first day of practice, and I'll ask him that. He'll be great.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, guys.